Hi everybody, I just want to start off and say that this wasn't going to be the topic I was going to talk about tonight, but I definitely feel that under certain circumstances tonight this is what I need to talk about, and maybe I'll make a second video tomorrow or something else, or move on to it next week. But for tonight, I just want to let you guys know that my job during my regular life is I actually work as a bouncer downtown in the city that I live in. And tonight wasn't a regular night. We ended up having some issues afterwards after we closed. Fight broke out, and it got escalated from there. The details that I got from people that were around, and one of the witnesses actually, the fight started at a bar next door. They started verbally, back and forth, talking to one another. It escalated. One guy actually swung on the other guy and hit somebody, but it ended up being the wrong guy. And his friend even said, "Hey, you hit the wrong guy." And it got broken up eventually, and it moved down the street. And it escalated from there as me, our DJ, and a few other people that work at the bar were standing out trying to break it up and get everybody to just go home. They ended up going down the street, and it escalated about 20 feet in one direction. And everything went down. Didn't quite see what happened, but then our DJ had actually ran to some police officers that were about 30 feet in the other direction, taking keys from a guy that actually was attempting to get in his truck while he was drunk, and ran over and told them the situation, that hey, there's a bunch of people down the road, somebody's on the ground, we don't know exactly what's happening. Cops then hopped the curb from the parking lot, drove down there. Lights going, sirens blaring, even though it was only about 50 feet in the other direction. Fire department ended up showing up. I'm assuming an ambulance eventually showed up, and from there I then got the details from my buddy who was a witness, and pretty much what had happened, the guy that got hit wasn't even involved. He was walking to his car, still talking to the guy, because the guy followed him and said, I'm not the guy you intentionally, or I'm not the guy that you were initially trying to go after. Stop following me. The guy then, who was following him, pulled out a knife, and as the guy was getting in his car, then put it to the side of his neck, ended up cutting him pretty good. It wasn't too deep. It didn't have anything major. The guy's going to live. But as he was cutting that guy, the guy's buddy actually walked up, clocked him, and knocked the guy out. Straight, just knocked him out. He was on the ground, fetal position, and a girl picked up the knife, hopped in a pickup with another buddy, and took off. Now, me being who I am, yeah, I'm a bigger guy, yeah, I'm a bouncer that works at a bar, but I have not had so much anger or hatred or anything that I've wanted to stab somebody. Yeah, I've been in a share of fights. Most of them were not by my choice, were not ones that I started, but I ended up in them because either friends, very close friends, or even family members got into it. I did start one that involved my little brother, but that's a different story for a different day. But I've never wanted to actually just stab somebody or shoot somebody or take it the next step. I've never had that much hatred. And I understand alcohol's involved, but why? Why would you do that? When I get to that point where I'm inebriated, where I know I'm drunk, I'm that happy. Yeah, let's everybody party. Let's keep drinking. Yeah. And eventually I just go home and want to pass out and fall asleep. I've never on alcohol gotten into a fight. Every time I've been into a fight, it's been sober, or even when I've been working that night and I've had to kick somebody out, or it escalates and I've had to deal with that. But I've never wanted to, when I'm drunk, wanted to fight or even been in a fight, because at that point I'm like, why does it matter? Let's just keep drinking. Let's drink. Let's do it. Why would you stab somebody? Especially since it's not the person you're even going after in the first place. Why does somebody feel that they need to? Why are they compelled to do that? And I say that I don't know. It's not rhetorically, but I say that as I understand people get hatred. People are in the heat of the moment. People are under the influence of alcohol or drugs or whatever. But why, when everybody's having a good time, would you start something outside of a bar? Why would you continue to keep it going even when you go after the person that's not even the person that you were going after in the first place? It just doesn't make any sense to me. And you obviously you don't have to answer if you don't want. It's just something that boggles my mind. As in, when I'm done, if I'm drinking, I want my ride home, and I want to enjoy maybe, beer munchies, get something to eat. Because everybody loves greasy food after they've been drunk. Oh, God, do they. And that's part of this problem right here. But, I've never wanted to stab somebody. Why? Go home, have fun, continue to drink, eat something, fall asleep. Start the next day. Now you're up on criminal charges. Now you can sit in jail for quite a long time, and you're lucky the guy lived, because if he didn't, you'd be sitting in prison. Not worth it. I don't get it. Maybe you do. Maybe you can, tell me what's up. But personally, I don't get it.